Hello and welcome to day 61 in this quest for a 2000 rapid chess rating on chess.com. Okay, let's find an opponent and begin. All right, will we have the white pieces or the black pieces? That is the question. Okay, we have white, so let's begin with e4. Oh, the game is aborted. Oh man, it had me paired up against a 2000 player. I guess that would have been interesting. That must be why they quit, because if they lose, they would lose a lot of rating points. All right, a new game here. Okay, so that's a little closer, a 1693. So we'll start with e4. They play e5, so let's see how they play here. Okay. We have this, or they want this Stafford Gambit again. All right. Oh man, this is repeating this previous game. So I think it said that I should have gone ahead and castled here. Now, let's see if I remember all this. What if we played here and attacked his bishop? He could just capture. I think I was supposed to just castle. Now that they could possibly jump down here. Should I just immediately block with my bishop? Then if they capture, let's see. All right, we got to check this out because it's going to get crazy here. Do we just move? This is the Stafford Gambit, and I played it once before recently. And in that game, I played h3, but that wasn't the best move. I think I was supposed to castle. Now, if I go here, and he captures, and I go here, doubles my pawn up. Well, let's go ahead and just castle. All right, so now, what should we try next? Maybe c3 is best. And we'll threaten to just block out his bishop. All right. Well, now what do we do? We have to play this move. Or we just go ahead and capture the knight. Let's see, do we capture the knight? Then he goes here, he's going to have a threat. So maybe we have to play this move and block. This is looking really dangerous already. Really dangerous already. All right, I guess we're doing that. Well, I guess I'm going to have to dig deeper into this Stafford Gambit, into these lines. Hmm. Well, now do I go after his knight? If I take his knight and he attacks here, okay, if I take the knight, he captures. Or he captures this way, my queen ends up there, but he's going to have this attack here. I really have to watch out what I'm doing here. Oh, maybe I should just be attacking his queen. Hmm. Something like that. Whew, I don't know. This is tricky stuff here. I don't know. I'm almost thinking about switching over to queen pawn openings for white and maybe the Caro-Kann for black because I play a little better in strategic positions as opposed to these tactical positions. But on the other hand, I probably need to learn this stuff better. So I don't know. It might be a better idea to... All right, do we... attack that bishop? Might as well block that bishop out of there. Ooh, I don't know. This is looking bad. That knight could drop down there. This is just a heck of an attack going on. Really serious attack. Man, yeah, this is just a crazy attack. All right, I guess we're doing that. I don't know, this is looking nuts. Nuts. Because now his knight could just drop in here and threaten my rook. But, well, then he'll open this position up for his queen to just slide in there. I mean, I guess my bishop could move here and try and cover things. If that knight moves. Hmm. Crazy tactics going on in this game. Crazy. Okay. So he does that. Now, do we want to open this up by capturing his bishop? I mean, should we do that? He's going to have this possible threat. He has the possible threat of capturing here on e4 and then dropping in here, trying to mate. All right, I probably need to save this bishop by going here. Oh man, is there an attack? Like, do I have a counter attack on his king at all? Because this knight could drop right in there. You know, here. All right, maybe I go there. Okay, maybe this works. Maybe I can go take, block when his bishop retakes. Then if he moves, ooh, he could go there after my rook. Need to figure out a way to protect this bishop. So crazy. Yeah, this is just too crazy of a game. Okay, if I capture and his bishop captures, attacking my queen, I block. If he captures, I protect, but he could jump up here trying to put pressure on. All right, I guess we're doing it. I guess we are doing it. All right. Now at least I have this threat. Oh. Well, no, okay. If his queen moves over, I can go here and capture with the bishop or the king. Crazy stuff here. Crazy stuff. I'm just trying to hang on. What are we at material-wise? Are we even in material, really? 4, 6 pawns to 6, but he's got a heck of an attack going. I mean, we're threatening to capture his bishop over here, so, you know, that's pretty good, I guess. But how can he mate here? Let's see, if he moves here, I can capture his rook. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Now, I also have to be very careful that his queen doesn't land down here on c2 and attack my king if my king has to go to the second rank. I don't know. This is a tough one. Now my opponent is really thinking about this. So we got both his pieces under attack. He could bring this other rook over. But we actually have 3 of his pieces under attack here, which is pretty crazy. So that's our one advantage. We're attacking his bishop, both his bishops and his rook. So I don't know. What does he do here? Can he press the attack? If he sacrifices this bishop, well, then we can capture, I don't know, with our queen. Okay, so he goes that way. What should we do here? Well, he's threatening to attack us. So, do we just go up here? Oh, and then there's that attack that I mentioned on the second rank. Well, the queen can't go there because of this. All right. Okay. All right, so we might as well go after the rook again. So we'll just move up here, protect our bishop, keep an eye on the rook. Now we're attacking both bishops. What will he do? What will he do here? Now we can try and go after his bishop. So, will he sacrifice his rook? That's a possibility. Okay. Well, now we can just attack that one again, I guess. All right, we might as well attack with the pawn then. That'll let his queen come in. Okay, no, his queen can't because our queen is covering, so we'll just go there. And I don't know, I think we're covering everything. Well, now we're forced to capture this bishop, I believe, but then his rook can swing over here and attack our queen. What now? What now? Okay, material-wise, we're ahead. We need to activate... Well, I don't know. Do we just attack here? Maybe? Oh, he's piling up. He's got both pieces attacking here. So we definitely need to guard with our queen. Guard with our queen. All right, we have to go there to guard this. Now the issue is his queen coming down here to check me, but I can block with my rook. Okay. All right. He's activated his other rook, which is going to be a problem now. If I go here, he'll pin my knight to my king. All right, well, what can I do here? What can I do? The problem is he's going to swing that down here. I have to leave this knight here to cover that. All right. Guess I'm going there. Threatened to... I don't know if that works. Well, now at least I can... now he can attack me the other way. Oh man, this is crazy. This is just crazy. My king is just hanging out in the open here. Just hanging out wide open. Oh man, I should have attacked maybe. Yeah, what am I thinking? I should have attacked his rook. Maybe that was the move that I missed. I needed to bring my... Because now he can double his rooks over here on the H file. If he does that, I guess I can... All right. So that's not good. Well, now I can just pick this off and then block. Does that work? If I go here, no, because now if I take this, oh man, if I take this, he attacks with the other rook, and then I have to block. Oh man, come on. This is awful. If I capture his rook, he swings his other rook over. I can't go back here. I would have to block, and then his queen would be free to come down here with a mate. Is that right? Let me make sure. Yep, that's what it looks like. So, I don't know. It looks like I pretty much have to give this up. I'm just losing now. Man, come on. I missed that one move. The tactics were too crazy, I guess. Okay, so now, are we even in material at this moment? But he's about to grab this and go ahead. So he's going to have 3 pieces attacking, and I'm only going to have 2 defending. So if I go here, he captures. Oh my gosh, what a disaster. What a disaster. If I go here and he captures, I have to capture with the queen, then he recaptures. Yep, that's the end of it. That is the end. And what do I do? Go here? Nope, because then he can just capture with his queen. What a disaster. Oh, I hate losing these tactical garbage games where it's just a big mess. Yeah, there's nothing I can do, so I'll just resign. Well, it's going to run out of time anyway. That was terrible. Okay, let's do the game review. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now. So they played with 93% accuracy, really. I mean, I don't know. I've had 93% accurate games, but that was just a crazy mess of a game. So I don't know. Really, 93% kind of makes me wonder if they were using a computer. because that game was just such a mess. Let's take a look at it and see. So they had one miss, and that was it. I had 4 mistakes and 3 inaccuracies. Okay, so no wonder I lost, but it said you played some nice moves even though you lost. Let's take a look. All right, so I was actually ahead and winning at one point before I just let the game go in the drain, down the drain. Okay, enough whining and complaining, and let's take a look here. Okay, so I should not have castled. What do they recommend? Oh, the C3 move first. Oh, man. Now I remember from the last time when I looked at this. I needed to play C3 immediately. Castling was a mistake. All right, well, if I run into this Stafford Gambit again, I should be able to fight it off better this time. C3 is best, and then white is just way ahead here. So I had to play C3. All right, C3 is what we had to play. Okay, G3 is a mistake. So what is better there? This? How is that better at all? Oh my gosh, that just looks terrible. But it says the game is even after this. What are the moves that make that even? Oh my gosh, what a crazy combination. But why couldn't they, after I take this, why couldn't they just, oh, there's a threat of the pin here on the king. Threat of the pin on the king. But they could give up their bishop. Oh man, what a messy game. Yeah, I need to... So the C3 move would have just stopped everything. So I guess I need to remember the C3 move. Well, wait a minute. Now it is not liking that. Let's go back here. Come on. Here. Castling is wrong. Best here. What? Come on, computer. I'm sorry. Let me turn on the lights. It's starting to get really dark in here. All right. Okay, so now maybe you can see a little bit. Let's go back and look at this. Such a frustrating game. I guess the reason that you might want to play the Stafford Gambit is it looks like white has to be very careful in the opening to play the correct moves. All right, so I go here. They played that. It says h5 is good, but knight to g4 is even better. So then castling is what I played. But the best move is c3. Okay. C3. Anyway, I'll look at this stuff in the analysis. So let me go back here and just run through what happened in the game. So it doesn't like that. Best would have been what? To immediately block this bishop off. I don't know. It was such a crazy mess that, oh my gosh, I played at 1450 level versus 2300. I don't know. I'm a little suspicious of this play, unless I just played a master that really, hasn't got their rating up. All right. I go here. All right, here, let's just run through this, and then I'll go through everything in the analysis. What is this? I didn't want to play another person. Oh my gosh. I think it like started me off on a game, another chess game by accident. I didn't want a new game. All right. So, yeah, that game has me all flustered. All right. So let's take a look at the analysis from the beginning of this 21 move loss, which is just horrible. But that's what happens in chess when you misplay, crazy tactics. Okay, e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to f6. So this is the Petrov defense. And normally you capture here, they chase you away, and then they capture your pawn. But the Stafford Gambit, they go here, you capture, they capture, opening up the lines for their pieces to develop, and they're still attacking this pawn. So the best thing to do is just protect that pawn. And now they line up here, and it looks like the best move is bishop to e2, so we did good there. And now after h5, what is best? c3. So I should have played c3 next. So this move. Then what do they do here? I guess that's the move I had to play to get ready to block out the bishop. Now, they could, well, I doubt they would sacrifice this bishop because, they capture, I capture, their knight jumps in. I can capture the knight, their bishop could recapture, or the pawn, but probably the bishop attacking my queen. But then I could just move over, and if their queen comes down to attack me, my queen would be here to be able to come over and block. I think that would be all right. I mean, I guess we could take a look. Well, I'm not going to look at that because it's probably too crazy. I doubt they're going to do that. So if I play c3, it's saying they should play e6 or bishop to e7. But, would they try and continue some kind of attack? They'd probably jump their knight in here. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could take a look at this. If I go here, I just capture. What if the knight jumps in? And it looks like best here is to just keep your bishop pair and drop your knight back to g1. All right. Yeah, so then you're just ahead material. All right. In the game, I castled, but I should have played c3, and then they should just retreat their bishop back. All right, so, and then we would just be ahead in material there. But castle, and this is where all the trouble starts, because they jump down here. Now it says queen to e1 is the best move. Queen to e1. Well, let's take a look at that. Queen to e1. queen to h4, threatening mate here. And now, man, do we really want to capture there? And then he threatens a mate here. It says that's the best option. That looks terrible. Capture. Now they're threatening mate here. So, oh, we have this. We have that move to save us. And now it looks like queen to f6 attacking the unprotected bishop is the best move. So queen to f6 attacking. And then what do you do? Queen to c1 protecting. Oh, because the queen is attacking this as well, man. All right. Then bishop to d4, putting more pressure on that. Now the recommendation is just knight to c3. I probably would have just played c3, chasing that bishop away. Oh, but then he'll go after this one. Man. All right, let's say we do something like that. They jump up here to attack this. Now we kind of have to go there. They capture. We capture away from the center. Oh my gosh. But they're going to be able to threaten a mate here again, although we could escape, but it doesn't look too good. Let's say they do that. Oh, they can't because our queen would just capture them, so can't do that. Delete that move. That's interesting. This pawn keeps the queen from coming here. Our queen stops him from jumping over here, and the queen's under attack. So this move looks to be the best. Now we have queen to f4, threatening this pawn. If the king... well, this pawn's not really under threat now, but we are threatening a check to strand them in the middle, although he could block with the bishop. Oh, we're threatening this pawn as well. Bishop to e6. What? Queen take... Okay, queen takes c7. All right, so then you just capture here. And then queen to h6. King to f2. f5. And queen back here attacking their queen. F takes e4. Queen captures. Rook captures. And then we capture there. And they pick this off. And material-wise, we're ahead by, what, a pawn? But I don't know. It's still a mess. Okay, in the game, we had c3 that we played, but I guess I got the move orders wrong. I played this c3 move. I should have played it before castling. So they go there. We block. It's saying we should have given up this pawn and opened the center up with this king stuck in the center. So they continue attacking our king side. Now we attack their queen, but this is a mistake. That better would have been... What? Now it says bishop to f4 is the top move. Bishop to f4. But now it's saying d4 is better. So that... They capture. We capture their knight. Well, now it's saying g2, or capturing here is better. So if we do that, then what? The rook captures. Oh my, this just looks really bad. That, queen up to d3, and rook back up to h8. b4, bishop to b6, but now it wants us to attack the queen here. Bishop to f4, attacking the queen that way, queen to g6. Bishop takes g4, getting rid of that. Bishop captures. All right, anyway, I'm digging too deep into this. It's going to turn into an opening book. So, that was a mistake. They move over here. It looks like they should have opened my king side up. d4 is played, but they like b4 even better. So they capture. It says that's a brilliant move. Best is bishop captures. Okay. Now rook takes. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of brilliant moves here. It has me wondering if this person was using a computer and cheating. I mean, there's so many issues with cheating nowadays. It's like you can't tell if somebody's playing that good or if they're just cheating. And if this person's only a 1700 and they're finding all these sacrificing, I don't know, these crazy moves. Let's see here. So my best move now is queen to d3. Instead, I captured here. Now they're saying queen to e1 was better. So they capture f3, attacking, rook to h3. So they found that, big surprise. Now, what should I have done here? King to f2 is the best move. To get out of that pin. So that was a mistake on my part. King to f2 would have been the best move, but black's ahead here. Bishop to d6. So they just add more pressure here. And then what's our best thing to do? Block. And now bishop to f5. Okay. Rook to g1. Bishop to e7, getting ready to swing this bishop into the attack. Then knight to d2. Castle. Knight to f1, helping protect. Yeah, this is just crazy. Like trying to find all this kind of stuff in the game. Like, man, then here it says we have to play, what, e6? Huh. Man, what does that move even do, e6? Why would you even want to do that? I guess it lures the queen over. All right, anyway, in the game, king to g2. Now they line up here. I block them, but now it's like 4 points in black's favor. Even though material is even, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 pawns to 6. But he has 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers, and I kind of have 3 defenders. All right. Well, I think I had to capture that way. That's best. Now bishop to e6. Yeah, see, I don't know. They're playing like all the best moves here. And I don't know. Maybe if you play this Stafford Gambit, it's like you repeat the same things over. Or maybe this person's a lot higher than their rating. Okay, they castle, bringing in another piece. Now I can't develop this knight to here because the rook could just capture, and if my queen captures, then we have a checkmate here. And I don't want to move the knight because then if we have a check here and I capture, then it's mate. I don't know. It's like really bad all around. So I push here, but what does it say I should have done? I should have played b3 to block the bishop. Now it's saying c4. But then queen to c2 check is looking terrible. Man. Yeah, they're just attacking like crazy. All right, where were we? Ah, that's nice. It went all the way back to the beginning. Come on. All right, king to g2. They move, we attack. They sacrifice that bishop. They retreat. We move our queen because they're piling up on our bishop. Now they bring another piece in. You know, we try to push this forward and have room to bring my rook up. It looks like that's the best move, but there's a mate in 6 now. So capture, capture. Yeah, this is just awful. So this is how the game could have gone. A mate like that. So if I would have kept playing, the game would have been over. So I resigned here, or I let the time run out. So the best move is to block with the queen. Oh, and then it's awful. They just capture this way. Why is that the best move? That looks terrible. Yeah, look how bad this is. This is just awful. Checkmate. So, all right. Since this was such a crazy opening, I'm going to look at it one more time to figure out what, if you play this opening or have to play against it, what should you do? So white, starts out e4, e5, the Petrov's defense. So you normally want to capture here. This is a good move. This is the Stafford Gambit. Now your best option is to capture. And then this is what they want to do to open up their pieces. So now it actually says knight to c3 would be good. I mean, I guess that develops a piece instead of just moving a pawn, so that might be a good difference. So maybe we check that out. Knight to c3. Well, now it doesn't like that. It says that's an inaccuracy, that f3 is even better. I don't know. F3 looks terrible. It's like the computer can't figure this out, maybe. Okay, let's go back. It's still showing knight to c3. So knight to c3. Then they're going to continue with bishop to c5. And now h3. They're saying h3 really keeps white ahead. Okay, bishop to e6. But I doubt they're going to play that. All right, so maybe I need to play knight to c3. I really need to do some research on this Stafford Gambit because this is like a crazy opening. So e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to f6, capture, knight to c6, inviting you to take. Then they capture away from the center to let their bishop out. And they're attacking your pawn. So knight to c3, d3 is what I played. Now it's saying d3 is best. So, now they have bishop here. What if I don't know. What if we just block the path of the bishop with bishop to e3? They capture. We capture with the f pawn. But then their knight can jump in here, threatening to capture. And then our queen. Well, I guess I can show these moves to you. So, because this is one move I thought about playing. So here, it says this is a mistake. Now they can just capture. We capture. Their knight can jump down in here. Queen to f3 to cover this. But now they have what? Queen to h4? Queen to h4. Check. We play g3. Do they have this move? Knight captures. Attacking our queen. Can they even do that crazy move? Here it says best is just to play queen to g5 and then you pile up on this and then the king has to move up to help protect this. Can they play this? No, because then your queen can just move and then their knight is pinned. And their queen is under attack, so that doesn't work. But anyway, it doesn't like bishop to e3. So if we go back, so this bishop to e3 move is not good. Bishop to e2, it looks like that's the best move. Now they recommend knight to g4. But if they play that, we have bishop captures, queen threatening mate here, and then looks like g3. Oh man, the best move is that. Okay, well they have to move their queen because they're under attack. And then we capture. Their bishop captures. Then we just play what, h3? Or bishop to f4, attacking this pawn. But then we're just ahead of pawn. So I don't know. Let me take a look at this. So after bishop to e2, we already know they're not going to play knight to g4. They're going to play the h5 pawn move. So what is best against this? It looks like c3. Now, what happens if they continue with their plan of moving their knight forward? Although here they want bishop to e6, or retreating the other bishop, or even a6. But, let's follow or take a look at their plan that they were trying here. So we have that. And if they continue like that, we just block. Then bishop to d6. Okay, now we could just play e5 and attack that bishop again. But it looks like just knight to d2 is even better. But then they could have a chance to swing over here. Yeah, if we play knight to d2, they're going to play bishop to f4. But then we move here. All right, so knight to d2. Oh, it's thinking. Maybe now it doesn't think that's... Oh, it does think that's best. All right. So now bishop to f4. And it looks like just g3 is the move that it likes best. So g3. Bishop retreating back to h6. h3 chasing this knight, and then the best move is for the knight to just retreat, and the threat is capturing my knight and then getting this pawn here. So they want e5, and now it looks like knight to g8 is what they recommend. Second is just capturing here. We capture and then jumping their knight up to here. All right. I don't know. A lot of stuff to remember there. Let's go back to the beginning, and I'll just look at it one more time and see if there's anything important early in the opening, in case any of you... in case you decide to play this. So capture. Okay, so it recommends here just protecting the pawn. They develop. Now they want this move so we can castle at some point, maybe. But after this, c3 is the move they recommend. But because I didn't play that, we have this move. Castling, and the best thing is knight to g4, which is what they played. Now, what, h3 is recommended? What did I play? I played c3 because I got the move orders wrong, but this is still a draw at this point. Now it's saying I should have captured here. So let's take a look at what I actually did. I went there. So it's still a draw at this point. Queen to d6. So they threaten a mate. And now the best thing to do is capture. And we didn't do that. So... let's see. Now they're saying bishop captures is best. But they're going to recapture and threaten a mate here. The best thing to do is block. And then queen here, where the queen can threaten to come down here and renew this checkmate threat. And so now d4 is recommended to block out this bishop. And then bishop to e7. Bishop to f4, helping cover this. I don't know, at least this is a lot more even than how I let the game fall apart. So if we go back to g3... it looks like that's the big mistake that kind of started getting me in trouble. because they just push here, start breaking my king side open. So now I attack the queen, but they want d4 instead. So if we look at that, d4, they'll capture, but now it doesn't like, well, it's saying that's the best move. Now bishop takes g4 would have been better here. So bishop takes. Now it can't make up its mind. It's saying it would be better to attack here. So I guess these tactics are so crazy. They're giving the computer trouble here. So now that is recommended. But then you have what? Rook takes h2 and d3. So here they don't even recommend this capture. Oh, because of that, you have to block this, the threat of mate by the queen. So queen to d3. Man, just such a crazy attack. So one more time from the beginning, how do you prevent this attack from getting out of hand? So opening moves, you capture here. This move is the Stafford Gambit. So you go ahead and capture. They take. d3 looks like it's a good move. They develop their bishop. Now bishop to e2 is good. And when they play this move, then you play c3. You don't castle into this disaster. Oh, sorry, like that. So c3, getting ready to block the bishop out. And now, if they continue on like this, and now it's saying that's the best move, now you block out the bishop. And what do they do with this bishop? They recommend that move. But now you can play e5. Although knight to d2, I don't know. I kind of like that move better. Because now the bishop's forced to go up here. But the bishop, could threaten to come down here and cause problems. So knight to d2. Here they want the bishop lined up that way. So c5, the threat to break open the center. Now here I would probably play knight to f3 to help back this up, but they recommend that move. And then the knight should retreat here. So the knight retreats. Now they want us to go ahead and capture that. Okay, I mean, why wouldn't you just move your knight up? So I don't know, they're saying that's the best move, but you think the bishop would just capture and line up here again. I don't know, this is what I think they would play. And now what? Bishop to f3. Bishop to f3 there. Man. All right, well, I guess I better end this video. It's gone on for quite a while. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already to help support this channel. And feel free to leave comments, suggestions, any requests if there's something you really want to see. And yeah, this Stafford Gambit looks pretty dangerous. So hopefully if I have to play against it again, I do better next time. Thank you for watching and have a super chess day.